Good morning to Monday Morning Matcha. It is Monday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, here in my little room in scenic Terra Incognita. And I'm so glad you could join me today. My name is Amaranthenia, and let's start our day off with a nice cup of matcha tea. So this is a new endeavor for me, a new project I decided to start. And I really didn't know what direction I wanted to take it in. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a live stream or if I wanted to record a more polished video and upload it on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. But that's the excitement and the interesting journey that you go on when you start something new. You don't know where you're going to end up, but I think it's important to start, because if you never start, nothing else can ever transpire afterwards. I hope everyone is having a good day. My day has just begun. And I enjoy matcha tea because it has just enough caffeine to wake you up, but not enough to make you feel anxious or overly excited or jittery. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to start at 9 a.m. like I had initially planned, but that's okay, because one thing you may have noticed by being a human being and being alive on this planet is that things oftentimes don't go according to plan. And it's important to be able to be adaptable and flexible and to change when things outside of yourself change. The old saying goes, you can't change the wind, but you can adjust your sails. This is going to be a personal journey for me as well. It's going to discipline me to follow a schedule and a routine. It will encourage me to do research and to learn more about filming and camera work and lighting and sound, which are all things that I want to get better at so I can produce quality videos in the future. I think it's also important to not let unexpected changes in your plans derail your goals or your dreams. I had planned to do a video downstairs this morning, but for a few different reasons I wasn't able to, and that's okay. So we're just going to have a little chat here. My vision for this series, Monday Morning Matcha, is to be a place of peace and quiet reflection to begin your day. There's so much noise and so much negativity and so much hate and so much stress and worry in the world today, and I don't think we need any more of that. So, consider this a little sanctuary on the internet, a little social media palate cleanser, if you will. One thing that we will learn together is some breathing exercises which can help calm you down. And one I like to do is very simple. You breathe in for 4 seconds. You hold your breath for 4 seconds. You breathe out for 4 seconds. And then you hold that for 4 seconds before you breathe in again. So let's try that, while we also observe a moment of silence, as it is a brand new year, 2026. Let's take just a moment to reflect on the past year, the good, the bad, the things that we accomplished, the regrets that we've had, and all the adventures that we went on. And let's look forward to this new year, a new year wide open, a blank, clean, clear slate to do so many wonderful things in. All right, let's start. Breathe in for 4, hold your breath for 4, breathe out for 4, and wait for 4 before breathing in again. Thinking about the past year and the year to come. Ready? And begin. And with every breath you take out, let the stresses and the worries of 2025 float away. Let them just waft into the air and disappear over the horizon as we look towards a new horizon. Now, this series will be about the second most popular drink in the world, which is, of course, tea, in many different varieties. in many different styles and forms and tastes. Of course, that begs the question, what is the most popular drink in the world? That is, of course, what we use to brew tea with. Cool, clear, crystal clean water. Now, if you haven't had any water to drink yet, let this be an invitation to treat yourself kindly and hydrate. And may I offer you a toast to new adventures, to new possibilities, and to making this year the year that you decide for yourself to be brave and to go after and chase and reach and accomplish your goals and your dreams. Now, I have very many ideas about future episodes and things that I'd like to share with you, things that I'd like to show you, different teas I'd like to try. We're going to go through the proper method of brewing tea, the amount of water, the method of how you will brew the leaves, whether it's in a tea bag or in a powder, what temperature to use, different kinds of sweeteners if you like. And we certainly can't go hungry, so we'll also inspire ourselves by learning how to make some delicious and healthy snacks and meals for ourselves. Because I believe this year, just as much as any other year, is a perfect time to start treating ourselves better and with more kindness. I certainly am guilty of that. I certainly have said very many negative things about myself in the past. Been very critical of things that I've done or not done. Remember this, any day that you choose, you can begin to change your life. The past is the past, and the past is gone, and the past has built your life. Everything that has happened to you has made you into the person that you are now. But the past need not dictate what the future must be. And so there's always the opportunity and the chance in some capacity to begin anew and to begin fresh, to give ourselves the freedom to explore the things we want to explore, and what I'd like to explore with you in the coming weeks and months is the wonderful world of tea. We'll travel to every corner of the globe throughout all time. And I hope that this can be a relaxing and safe place for you to start your day and your week. Another thing I'd like to do is be a counter to the news and current events, because I'm sure you're very much aware that there is an awful lot of bad news going around today. And it can really wear down on you. It can really hurt you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. When you always look at the bad side of things, when you always look at the negative side of things. So for a change, I'd like to look at the positive side of things. So we will find encouraging, uplifting, positive, happy news stories to talk about, discuss, and share. Now, the tea I'm drinking today is Puka Supreme Matcha Green Tea, which I was unaware only contains about 2% matcha powder. It's mixed with a few other different varieties of green tea. So next week, I'd like to get some pure matcha powder and some manuka honey, and we'll talk about both the history, the quality, the properties, and the health benefits, and how to prepare a nice, well-tasting cup of matcha tea. And in the future, we will also explore the traditional ceremonial method of preparation of matcha tea. Because tea is more than just a drink. It's a way to keep your mind and your body healthy. And so with that, I believe I'll end this little live stream and our little time together for now. But I will see you later. So until next time, I wish you and yours a delightful day, a wonderful week, and may every cup of tea be as lovely as you. Take care, friends.